Hello everybody and welcome to Tarot by Izabela. I hope you're all doing great and I'm very happy to see you here. Today's video will be a prediction video for the country of Denmark. And it will be a prediction video for the months of December 2022, January and February 2023. And to do this video, I will use my crystal ball, my tarot cards, and my oracle cards. And for those who are new to crystal ball reading, I will explain a little bit. And the crystal ball I'm going to use is a quartz crystal ball. And quartz crystals are good energy conductors. And it works like they absorb the energy that is already there and transmit it to me, the receiver, and I can see the energy. It could be like something I see, pictures, short movies, symbols. Could be something I hear, I smell, I taste, or I feel. So whatever information that I get, I will tell you. And about time, yes, I said we're going to look into the months of December, January and February. And time is always very difficult to predict on precisely. And sometimes it can, what I say will happen in this time frame, but many times it could be a little bit later in time, but it could also come quicker in time. And it's because I see like events, pictures, and it's difficult to give an exact date. But if I see something very strongly, it has a big probability to happen. And before we begin this reading, I need to concentrate a little bit on my crystal ball and ask the powers to be with us, the forces of the universe, and see if we can get some accurate and good information for the country of Denmark. So now I'm going to begin. Denmark. Can we get some good information about Denmark? So now we're going to see what I can find in the crystal ball. And I need my glasses on, and let's begin. What can we see for the country of Denmark? The first thing I see, and that could be quite strange, some kind of winter thunderstorm. And it looks like lightning and thunder, or big lightnings. And that is quite strange because there is normally no thunderstorms in winter time. And that will be like concentrated over a big city. Could be Copenhagen, could be Odense, or something like that. And also in Denmark, I see like the people starting to protest about what's happening there. Corruption of government, the prices, like a lot of people don't want to get mixed up in the war between the country U and the country R. They don't want that the soldiers would be sent there. And it will be high voice from the people that they should go out from NATO. And this will escalate more during these 3 months. Many things that happened in our world today, evil things, are connected to the trafficking of children. And in Denmark, I see like a SWAT team, or could also be military team. They make a razzia, a raid, and they're gonna find like many children crawled together in a small space, a room or something. And they're young children, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years old, boys and girls. And many of those children have like light skin and fair hair and fair eyes. So there could be children from Eastern Europe, even from Denmark. And I get a number like 50 something, 50, 54 children they're gonna find. And this will hit the news and it will shake the country. Symbolically, I see the you can say government, the politicians, like a bunch of clowns, you know, dressed in clown suit, red noses. And they will try to explain a lot of things, but every time they open their mouth, it will be like a joke and people would just shake their heads. They are totally nuts. They are totally nuts. There will be talk about some collaboration with Germany. Some mutual collaboration, and this could be of a military kind of collaboration. It's like joint forces, but it's not about the war in the East, it's about something totally different. And I see also 2 big bridges in Denmark. Very big famous bridges. One of them is connected to Sweden and it will be closed for traffic. And this closure is not due to something happens to the bridge. Not really, it's not like the bridge disappears, but it's a closure. And they will say because of safety, a risk of people's safety. I also see the Danish royal family. They will try to make speeches to the people, trying to calm them down. Because I see a lot of upset Danish people. Could be some kind of arranged fire in Copenhagen. And this fire, it looks like it will happen close to the area of Christiania. Not in Christiania, but close. But the people in Christiania, they will see it very quickly, and it's like it doesn't have time to become a big fire. Like the people gather together and lit the fire out. For a period of almost 2.5, 3 weeks, the main airport in Copenhagen, Kastrup, will be closed for all flights, commercial flights, private flights. It will be only open for military flights. And I see a lot of military moving around in Kastrup, the airport space. And as I said, it's difficult to predict time, but I still feel it's cold in the air. So it could be this winter, December, January, February, could also be in March or even in the beginning of April. One have to maybe push the time limit a little bit further, but I think it's sooner than April and March. And I see hospitals vandalized. Like sick stations or smaller infirmaries vandalized. People very angry, throwing stones on the windows, smashing the windows. And this is due to the information that will go global about this and what it is really, and what it has done to the people, and what it is doing to the people, and why it was pushed out on the people. So the truth about this will make a lot of Danish people very angry. And the sleeping Viking in the blood will go berserk. And also in Denmark, as in many countries in Scandinavia, they will experience some colder weather than usual. Because I see cities covered in snow, people like shivering, and they are very cold. And some fishermen in Denmark, they will catch a very strange fish. This will also be on the news. This is a quite big fish. It's not a mammal like a dolphin or something like that. No, it's a real fish, and it's quite big, and it doesn't live in the waters around Denmark. This is not their normal habitat. And they will catch one of these strange fishes, and it's a big fish, and this will also be in the news. And the Crown Prince of Denmark, he could be involved in some kind of scandal. So, and his wife will be quite angry at him. More than 60% of the politicians in Denmark will run for their lives. and they had done some very bad decision, and they have no excuse for those, and then will like try to disappear, run for their lives. And I also see one big brewery that makes beer in Denmark. These are going to be closed due to some ingredients they put in the beer that is quite horrible, where it comes from. And this will also be revealed, and that make that beer company bankrupt. I'm not sure if it's now during these 3 months, could be a little bit later, but due to some strange ingredients that comes from children, very small children. I don't want to say anything more. That company will not exist anymore. In Denmark, like in Germany and Netherlands, they will try to push this globalistic agenda of shutting farmers down for the carbon emission. They will not be able to. What I see more that farmers gather together also in Denmark, and they will grow even more, and more organic farming will pop up. And I see people going out in the countryside and buying food directly from the farmers, no middle hands. As they say, in war and love, everything is permitted. And they will try to do what you can when there is a crisis to survive. In Denmark, no, this is maybe not during these 3 months, but it will be a little bit later. They will begin to grow a lot of hemp. Not hemp for smoking, but hemp for fuel, for paper, for oil, for seeds, for all kinds of things you can use hemp, even for clothing. So it will be like a big boom for hemp in Denmark. The government are trying to oppress that hemp, but when that oppression disappears, the hemp starts, and in the future it looks like Denmark is going to be a big exporter of hemp. Since you can eat it, you can wear it, and you can wipe your with it. So it has many areas to be used in. And I see very low flying military aircraft over Denmark with big noises and people are scared. And there will be some explanations to do about the Nord Stream pipeline. They don't want to talk about it, but they will have to talk about it. And there are some people that are involved in that sabotage, and they will be held accountable. But that was from the crystal ball. Now let's continue to my tarot cards. And I just need to shuffle them a little bit to see if we can get some additional information for Denmark. And Just a moment, I need to shuffle a little bit more. Can we get some additional information for the country of Denmark? December, January and February. This are the oracle cards. And we take one of the blue one too. And some dices. Those dices are a little bit special. They are not normal dices. They have pictures, words and symbols on them, and they give an extra punch to the reading. And whenever I have a blank one, I need to take another one. And throw this one. So, let's see what the cards have to say. Here we have swimming, clouds, lamps and poison. There are some hard times waiting for the Danish people. We have dark clouds, but we also have the sun, so it will not last for a long time, and the sun will shine, so it will be better. And I see families struggling, people are getting ill, more and more people are really getting ill after this, and yeah, and I see the poison that has been given, it will be public. Yeah. Some big events in the water outside Denmark's coast. Could even be a sink bomb. So I see some kind of explosion in the water. And that is not due to any pipelines. It's like a military operation. But I still see also here Danish people. They will try to help each other, stick together in hard times. I need some extra cards here. And as I said, the royal family, there will be a little bit matrimonial problems with the crown prince. Could even be talk about a divorce or a separation between them. Yeah. I'm gonna take some more cards on Denmark. If there is any more additional information to say about the country of Denmark. Just need to shuffle them a little bit. Some additional information for the country of Denmark. And what that flies out, so we have to take that one. What does the oracle card say? They say codependency. Here we have the thunderstorm again with the sunshine. Transformation. So it will be a transformation in the Danish society. The ruling class thought they had control, but they really don't. Because also in Denmark, there are a lot of people that are awake, that are not to be manipulated, and that can have their own opinion and are not afraid to speak it. And also people, famous people in Denmark, could be some even movie stars, TV stars, and they will speak against what the government is planning or doing. So different opinions from famous people will come out, and that will also shake the population and wake them up a little bit. And people are worried about the economy normally. It will be very hard for the people to see when they find those children there. And this police, it's military, it will be a very big case, and horrible things will be revealed. But those children will be saved. And about the school system in Denmark, it will go through a crisis, and it will also change. It will be more for the children, not for some politic agenda. So it's a transformation in the society going on. And alarms will sound, telling the people to get inside. But no bombs will fall on Denmark, so no one have to worry. It's some kind of other operation that will be going on. I will take some last cards for Denmark before we end this reading. Some last words for the country of Denmark for the month of December, January and February. I just need to shuffle a little bit, then we take the cards. Some last words for Denmark. Take this one. And we're gonna take one of these. Oh, some last word for Denmark then. What do we have? It's like the news on TV. Swiftly they're gonna change from one narrative to another narrative, but the other one is not the narrative, it's more what is really going on. So the narrative will crumble, and what is really going on in the world will be shown in the news. And that will be very difficult for many people to hear. And the change that is coming in Denmark is coming very soon, because we have the card of very soon. We have the card of a snake. So the falsehood, the snakes, the evil ones will be published. Will come to the open for the people to see who is hiding behind a facade of goodness but is really extremely evil, and who has been on the good side trying to help humanity. So even in Denmark it will be a little bit turbulent, but the Danish people will be able to handle it. And as I said, it will be like a change in the society, a transformation from one kind of society to a different kind of society. The new one is more truthful, more helpful, and more for the people. Unfortunately, when the truth about this comes out, that will make a lot of people very angry. And I see a couple of doctors being attacked, beaten very badly. And this will, and I see like could be the police, could be some that tells people, calm down, don't do this. We have to have a tribunal court system. You cannot act by yourself. But in the end, things will get better also in Denmark. There are a couple of months that could be very bumpy, like a roller coaster in Tivoli. But at the end, it comes to a still. And even if you are a little bit dizzy after the ride, you will recover quite quickly. And be happy that you have done it. Well guys, that was my reading for Denmark. And if you liked what you have seen and heard, please don't forget to press like button, share button and subscription button. And to all of you Danish people out there, take care, be strong. Things are going to get a little bit bumpy, but if you stick together and help each other, you'll manage that roller coaster and you will finally come to a stop for a better world. Thank you for watching, and hopefully we're gonna see each other soon again. Bye bye.